the cool thing about women's basketball as a whole now is like I think I could name more like premier women's players right now in college than I could men.
Well, Phil Posky.
Phil Posky, yeah.
Is that the player that got the cap?
Almost died.
Yeah.
Flip Kowski.
Cut in half.
Phil
Yeah.
almost got people, people come out saying people should get arrested.
Thank God that kid's still alive.
He is. He windmill. It was sick.
It was sick. Yeah.
Nobody was talking about how sick the dunk was.
No, they were just
because
talking-
everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, it was a bummer for him.
That is a bummer.
It was such a good. It was such a good dunk.
I was kind of bummed off for him. Down at the bottom, obviously, we've seen it 1,000 times on the internet. We were not live whenever this entire conversation took place, but that man right there got assaulted.
Cut in half.
Right there in the middle of that court.
He's barely.
Now, they beat Duke. It's Wake Forest. It's in Wake Forest. Small campus.
Yep.
Very proud campus.
Close schools.
I think, in North Carolina, obviously, Duke for however long, been the big bad wolf. You get a massive win like that, boys get excited, fans get excited, ladies get excited, everybody sprints on there, and the court storm happens quickly. Very excited. The full Posky situation takes place.
Right.
Barely survived.
And now full conversation is, should this be allowed anywhere? Well, nobody has deemed it completely illegal, although I think it is. Caleb Presley, who actually used to go hunt storming situations, was actually arrested one time for doing it. So I think this hasn't been something that's necessarily been promoted, but it has been something that has happened in the history of sport. But now the security guards are better than they've ever been.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They had a practice after the Phil Bosky situation where he almost brought a broken ankle. They've been working on it. So 3, 2, 1. Buzzer. Whoa, get out there. Oh, yeah, we won. We just beat Duke. You didn't. Not today. Go the other way. So, yellow shirts are getting ready all around town until there's an official public ruling.
Good luck. 8,000 people decide to storm the court. Good luck.
Yeah, they're running right at you. You're running sideways. Look at the leverage that they don't have, by the way.
Well,
they don't have any. They're running this way while the crowd's coming this way. Now, maybe there'll be scores tables that may be slowed down. Maybe they're a little bit elevated courts, things like that.
Federal
slow
prison.
down a little bit so you can maybe bop them. Yeah, there's some people
Death
thinking.
penalty.
Yep.
There's some people saying that maybe not that one.
Well,
but definitely
15 to 20
Put an
for
electric
sure.
fence up or something, maybe.
maybe an electric fence. Maybe that is a thing.
Moat.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Moat would be cool. Very
Sure.
tough. I've looked into it. Very tough. Very tough. to maintain.
So maybe not moat.
These schools got it.
I mean, they
So
ran-
much money.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm happy the college basketball people have to figure that out because I think we speak for the football community in this particular aspect, not all of them. Field storming's going to exist forever. This is going to exist in football forever. And I know it's a different conversation because there's a lot more space, 53 and a third wide at least for the field, 120, and you can get out of there. I was down in Louisville when Louisville stormed the field whenever they beat our West Virginia team on a Thursday night football team game. I almost saw a teammate get into it with a sprinter on the field. And in that moment, I actually was like, oh, this could get bad. I thought to myself, good on fan.
Yep.
Adjusted course.
Okay.
Goes different way.
Nice.
Kind of gets out of way. We get off field. We're all good. I think that's normally how it's gone. So whenever Caitlin Clark gets run into in basketball.
At Ohio State.
Of course.
Shouldn't have your phone. I mean, honestly, if you're storming the court and you're filming yourself, then you should be arrested. You got to have some awareness, head on a swivel.
Okay. So you're saying, and I'm not rolling on the college basketball world because that's for them to rule.
Yep.
Football, it's always going to happen. There's more room, and I think people understand and acknowledge, need to kind of get around other team, celebrate with our team, which is a big part of it.
Much bigger space, too. You can, basketball court's obviously much smaller.
Fans also realize you don't want to run into a helmet.
Yeah, pads.
What do you think they're going to do over there in the basketball world? I see the security practicing. They're going to need a little bit more of that. That's first day. That's first day.
Yeah.
Well,
Until the security is prepared to knock students out and put them in the hospital. So, when that initial wave comes out and they kind of make their Red Rover chain and they start breaking college kids' noses and, putting them down, knocking them out, It's never
They
going
have to watch 300.
Yeah, but like, who, the security people?
Yeah, it has to be the same feeling when all the horses are coming in.
Oh, give him shields.
Shields, yeah.
Shield would get it done if they gave them riot shields.
Yeah.
Cattle prods.
And they can give them the batons too, so that if they
Yeah,
do
but we've
come
seen
too
some
close.
people that carry some things that they shouldn't carry, and it weighs them down.
Yeah.
Remember, we've seen some people with some big flags at some of these
Yeah, but
games,
these are
and it's like the
shirts.
flags are beating
Yeah, you're
the
right.
people that are running. Those shields, if it was real riot shields, I think those are pretty heavy, uncomfortable.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
But those
What do you think they're going to do in basketball? You think that's what they're going to do? What do you think they're going to do?
You can't stop it.
I think they're.
I don't know
just
how
gonna-
they're going.
You
to.
can't.
I think they'll designate an area.
Yeah, to go the other way.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too, but then you got to be prepared in that area every single night, even though it might not happen. So I guess, like, that's a whole thing you got to think
This
about.
wouldn't happen until like the Final Four in the tournament, though, right? Because they're neutral site games. You're not going to storm. Like, say there's an upset,
No.
they don't have enough people there to storm the court early on.
Oh no.
Oh, and do they? In the Elite Eight? I don't think so.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
No, it'll only be
It's done
at
for the
home
season.
courts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's still conference. Yeah, conference tournament isn't home either.
No.
Okay, so they got time to think of this, figure it out almost.
You can't stop it. You can't stop the match. If the people want to come down, they're
Come
gonna.
on, bro. It's
Maybe
like-
no
You
more
might, like,
buzzer
you have to
beaters.
sacrifice a few people early on. A few people might get their head bashed in, but then if the rest follow, you're good.
Part of college. Like
So what are you saying? You're for it or against it? Because you're saying you're bashing heads.
Oh, I think you could. I think it should be allowed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I fall on that side as well, but I'm not in the college basketball world.
If they storm the court, they should have the away team or whoever it is that
Get 'em out of there.
just have them. Yeah, go behind the scores table. Hey, you guys aren't shaking hands. Like just get the fuck off the court. That's the easiest way to fix it.
We'll shake hands afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Or
don't.
guess what? We don't have to shake hands. Like that's not the end of the world.
Let's go shake their hands.
Or maybe just,
Unless someone says that.
If you're 7 foot, maybe don't get sawed in half by a 4 foot girl.
Or you let
Yeah, you talk about Phil
Phil
Bosky.
Talking about Flip
He didn't even get tested.
Well,
Like after
do you
all
mean?
that,
For COVID?
nothing. No,
Like
just
drugs?
nothing got tested. Like
he's okay. They just lost a big game. Think the people that are going off the field or off the court.
He didn't need a test. It was
The
dying.
reason why the field is being stormed is because how terrible of a feeling you are currently having. Right? It's a big game. It's a big upset. You probably derailed somebody's life. Like that is what a storming moment is like. So you can see how those people are certainly in emotional roller coasters, which is why there's always been seemingly an understanding between stormer and visitor player, maybe a yell, right? Gonna have to handle that, maybe a yell, but an avoidance completely, almost. So, like, the person that was filming themselves and hit Caitlin Clark, and although that one was, people judged how it was and everything like that, there's no way you're thinking blindside you're gonna get hit ever. In the Phil Pasky one, it's like, stormers, we do gotta be smarter, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
You gotta
Avoid
You
the
see old
players.
buddy sprint off the court, or in the very beginning of that clip, who wasn't the Duke player? He sees it coming. Right here, he sprints off the court. and gets out
Yeah,
of the
top
way.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like there has to be some couth. There has to be
I
some.
can see how it would be a bit scary if you're a Duke player and you feel the whole place just surrounded. I can see how that'd be a bit worrisome.
Well, that's what I'm saying with the college basketball. Like, I'm not in the college basketball world. I don't know how
But this is
small
what
it
it's
feels.
about. This is what it's about, though. This is what they want. They want this. We need that. The clip of that. Wake Forest will use that forever.
Yeah, we need to keep this type of feeling whenever universities win.
Yeah.
Like, we need to keep this type of desire, this type of energy, this type of emotion towards something, because that's what is a part of college sport. The pageantry is how it's described, but really it's the passion of the fans. From my perception as somebody who's gotten a chance to travel around now and see some of the coolest things, it's like the pageantry, the tradition, the chants, everything. That's the motherfucking generations of families that have been doing the same exact thing. And like, you learn how to be a fan pretty much. And this is how you live. This is your life pretty much. That's why college football is awesome. I assume that's how college basketball fans feel about college basketball as well. So I never enjoy the thought of wrangling that, because that is what makes college sports special, I think, personally. You're not getting that type of situation anywhere else in the United States of America. So we got to have some couth here. Stormers can't be stupid.
Right.
Nope.
Educate them. Just educate the Stormers a little bit. Hey, have some awareness. Maybe, yeah, you're right. I don't know. You can't really funnel the fans. Like, hey, you can enter the court from this side or right here. Like, I don't know if you could do that either. Though.
No, because you could promote. So I thought about this whenever it was during the break, but as I said there, it's like you could have a designated area where you got like a DJ and like the team is going to come speak to afterwards.
Student section.
Like a parking lot.
Where are the
But-
student sections at?
but like outside maybe, like so everybody can go to an area. So you go away from the court as opposed to onto the court. Like everybody knows, like, hey, we're meeting at blah blah blah. If a win happens, and you kind of like create that as a tradition. How hard's that going to be to institute? That's going to be.
Well, that's
and then you got to prepare every single fucking game.
That's the thing. It's like good luck reasoning with boozed up college kids if you beat Duke on your home court. Like that's the other thing. It's like how a lot of these kids probably you don't ever get to go down on the court. Like that's sweet. Like hey, let's go fucking down there and and I'm boozed up on top of it. So yeah, like actually we're gonna need you to turn around, walk slowly, so we don't start a big fracas going up the stairs, and then we'll sit there like that. That is never going to happen.
I was excited to see what word you pulled there.
Fracas.
Fracas was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what it means still, but in my mind with what are those clues? Context.
Yep.
I pieced it together. You're right. That would have been quite a fracas
Oh,
in
yeah.
every single lane, because then people would have been going over chairs.
Exactly.
And then those things fold. You see people. I've seen them at wrestling events.
Oh, legs.
Oh no! I look
Jeez.
over and I see somebody trying to climb.
Right.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go over here.
And then
Boom.
and then you got some 80-year-old lady who's going there watching it, getting bumped and taking a header off.
So I don't know what the right answer is. We are coming from a perspective of not knowing the right answer, but we would just like the Stormers to have a little bit more couth.
Yeah.
Yep.